Now you're over there.
Okay, mate.
I'm over here. Hey, Pete.
Hey. Lovely.
Nice.
Look at us two, eh?
Yeah. Good to see the loafer.
Yeah.
Lovely cut of jean.
Thank you, Levi Stay Press.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, the boys, come on!
What sort of sock have you gone for today, can I ask?
Thin black with a slight little pattern on.
It's got a little
you know, there's got to be, I think once we get to this, there's got to be an edge with everything with me.
You haven't just thrown it together. You had a little think about it, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little fella there. Hi.
Who the fuck?
And this is little Max. He's come along as well.
Hello, Max. What is Max?
He's my little dog. He'll be 3.
I know he's a dog.
And he's Pom Mini and Maltese mix.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's lovely, and you can stay as long as you want.
Yeah, you're going to be well behaved, aren't you, mate? Yes.
So this is the rail. It's your rail. 11 of your favourite pieces of outerwear for today. Because tomorrow it might be different.
It
and
would
the day
be
after
tomorrow.
It'll be
It would be, yeah. We went on
Yesterday
instinct this morning.
Got an instinct. We've got up, and I've got to say, I'm very excited by what I'm seeing here. Has it been difficult whittling it down to your 11?
It is, mate, because I brought a full suitcase. There's probably another 11 in there. We're going off a feeling, going off a mood, and this is what stood out this morning.
Okay. Have you always been into clothes?
Always been into clothes, mate. Growing up, you know, with like my cousins, my mates, and you know, when you've been in school, I always remember the full tracksuits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, always from day one with the tracksuit, and even to this day, I have to wear the 2-piece.
Right.
I can't do it, you know, separate. Even with the jeans, I don't really like the track jacket with the jeans too much. I like the whole look, and that's always I always remember that being in school, and like Lacoste was kind of to us that was like the high end. And remember that all black Lacoste tracksuit. I remember when I got that, I was like, oh, this is the vision's complete.
Yeah.
And so I think it stems from that, and then you go into, you know, you're getting into Oasis, you're getting into the mod look, Paul Weller, the Jam, all that stuff, and it just sort of evolves through this sort of journey into a bit of glam rock, into the footy thing, to the boxing. You know, it's kind of all this sort of vision you see, I get inspired by, you know? Yeah,
I love that, the tracksuit thing, because I don't know anyone else who's like, I'm going to wear the full tracksuit all the time.
And I remember that so clear, do you know what I mean? And it was the black Lacoste, dead plain, subtle, you know? There's something about that, like those, even though it's all black, to me it's a statement piece, do you know what I mean?
Are we ready to start?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, start strong.
Okay, so this is a new piece that I got about a month ago, and it's a vintage Armani leather jacket. It reminds me of like that Oasis-y vibe. It's a bit Britpop, and it's probably a little bit oversized than what I normally would wear, but I just really like it. I love the neck on it. I like the feel of it. It's sort of, it gives you a bit of a glide when you walk, shall we say.
It's a beauty. It looks very soft. Is it like kind of like...
Yeah, super soft leather, and it's just, you know, and the little details again, it's like the little zips here, this here, that. It's like, I don't know, I just thought the design was quite unusual.
Was that a second-hand purchase, was it?
Yeah.
Can I ask
where
you got that from?
There's a shop in East London called Files.
Okay.
And they do, kind of, I've got a couple of bits from their jackets that are just maybe on that sort of high-end fashion-y thing that are just a bit unusual, shall we say. They have some great pieces in there.
Can I ask what sort of price point we're looking for?
I think that was about $250.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
And that's like something you get a lot of wear out of that.
That's an everyday.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what if you were gonna like team that up with a little outfit today? What would you be going?
I would probably with even what I've got on, but I would take the jumper off.
Okay.
And I'd just have the vest on. I'd have my chains on, or I'd do a black roll neck.
Yeah.
With that and the roll neck, I'd do the jacket up, button it up, and you just have that little bit popping up of the roll neck.
Undefeated, the roll neck in it.
You know what I mean?
It is. I mean, and you are like, yeah. It's,
I should have put, I nearly did one
no,
today,
do you know
actually.
What? So I think it'd have been too...
But yeah, those collars with the little roll neck popping up, I think that looks pretty sharp. Yeah.
Awesome, mate. You know, it's a good start. It's a solid start. Big fan of it. Should we pop it back on the rail? And you know what? I'm going to go straight into
number two. Number
because...
two is, again, this is a vintage Burberry piece, and I thought this is a bit of you, this.
Do you know what?
Because it's sort of, we're talking, it's got a bit of the terrace sort of vibe, culture vibe. It's got a bit of a Harrington vibe. You know, you pop the collar, you've got the Burberry, you can fasten that over.
I love
it. Got your poo bag. You're in every jacket, aren't you? When I was picking out today, I thought of you with this one. And again, it's a vintage piece from Nordic Poetry, which is a great shop.
Yes, that's in Shoreditch, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got some good Stone Island pieces in there, but I thought, and it's got a slight sort of shine to it.
Two-tone, it's got a two-tone vibe to it.
Yeah, so I thought, and the fit of it's really cool and stuff, so it's kind of, again, it's like that sort of classic take on that lad wear, but with a little edge, you know?
Yeah, I love it. That's, I mean, we've not seen the full side yet, but he's playing a blinder already.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that colour. It's just perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like those little subtle things make such a big difference, don't they?
And I like this extra kind of like detail there, that pocket.
Yeah, a bit of deer hunter vibe.
I always wanted the Burberry, the classic Burberry like golf jacket as a kid growing up, and never got it. And I had a blue one a while back, but I want to get an original one that fits well nicely.
It's hard to find one that'll fit great, but that was a good find.
Awesome, mate.
You good? Do you want to try it on?
No.
Are you right?
If I start, we'll be here all day, and you know, it's your rail, mate. It's your rail. What's going on in the world of music?
So we released this year about 6 weeks ago. We put a new album out called Sunlight in the Shadows that I made over in Nashville, which was an incredible experience. Dan Auerbach produced it from the Black Keys, and it was just this incredible whole journey that it'd been on since last summer. We met, we wrote a couple of tunes, and it spiraled into him wanting to produce it. And I've also signed to his label, and we just released that in October. So it's kind of, it's all happened so fast that I'm still pinching myself on it, to be honest.
I think when we last saw each other was, you were on stage performing, weren't you? With me and Jimmy Bullard.
That was it. That was probably this time last year, wasn't it? Last Christmas.
Slightly inebriated Jimmy Bullard.
Yeah.
But you were, I think you just come off the back of doing like your one-man shows.
I just finished that tour, and the previous one-man band. Saw you at the end of that, I think the day after. And then in January, I went over and made this album.
Right.
So there was no breathing space. But sometimes it doesn't often happen like that when you're flowing with the tunes. And I think confidence was up as well. Dan gave me confidence and it was just an incredible experience. And we recorded this album all live in 5 days. Okay. Had some amazing musicians on there, Little Barry on guitar, drums amazing, Malcolm, Tommy from Budos Band, another lad Nick from Cage Elephant. So it was like my dream band that Dan had put together. So it was pretty special, mate, to be honest,
It's interesting you talk about confidence there, because I would look at you and go, you know, super confident, and you know, you go out and you perform and do all that. But are you talking about confidence in like, you know, like with the songwriting, or you know, of just not feeling it? How does that work?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I think it's sort of. I remember to work with Dan was like, I'm a massive fanboy of him. I'd never met him, but we reached out because I did my last album with R. James in Liverpool. It was called One Man Band, the one prior to this, and we were going to make the one I've just done, do it again. And me and RJ were chatting, and we were like, oh, imagine if you went and wrote a couple of tunes with Dan, bring them back, we'll record them. But as soon as I walked in there and I met him, we had this mad connection, and that wasn't in the plan, shall we say, but it was beautiful how it worked. And I was like, God, he said he wants to produce it, and we were chatting, and RJ's like, this is such a good option, you cannot do this, because that's amazing. So that's all how it happened, mate. But I remember before going to it, even though this is my dream, there was part of me, because it's out your comfort zone and you're walking into someone else as well, there's part of you wants to self-sabotage as well, weirdly, even though it's like, this is everything you want. But I remember the day, as soon as I walked in there, 2 acoustics, 2 notepads, round the table, gave us a hug, and I felt like I was at home.
Right.
Any insecurities or thing, I'd be like, is that good enough? Is that not good enough? I trust him, and he'd be like, no, you can pull that off. Or no, that's not good enough, let's get that better. And I just think it unlocked something that you didn't know needed unlocking, or it was just a moment in time, whether it's that with being 39 as well. I think it just captured this moment of where I am as a man, lyrically and musically and everything really, mate.
Yeah. That's brilliant. I love that. Because I think that people look at anyone who's performs or, you know, footballers or film stars, whatever it might be, and then just think, you know, oh, I'm just going to get up and I rock up and I do it and I smash it and I perform it, and you don't have those sort of things that we all have in our heads going, do you know what, not really feeling this today.
Totally, mate. And I think it's just because I always want to be, whenever I'm working, 100% present and give it me all. And if I'm not, I'll beat myself up. And I know that now. That takes a long time to learn that in this day and age, temptations, whatever it may be. But I feel like I'm really on that path now and just want to continue on it.
That's massive, I think, being in the moment. Because it is hard sometimes, isn't it? Because it's like, look at what we're doing today, you know. We're here and we're talking about your jackets, you know, and we're having a good time. We've got your dog here, but
this is part of it, and I'm as excited as this as I am the music, you know, because to me, it's like we care about these things, and even though you may look at it and say, well, you're talking about jackets, there's passion in on this conversation now and this whole thing. I'm certain people will understand that for sure.
Oh, for sure, because it's not just about the clothes, it's about like what they mean to you in the moments and all that.
They give you confidence, you know, it can raise your mood, and that may sound insane, but to me, it's so true. That's that thing, you know 100%. What I mean? So this is, as I mentioned earlier, I love the mod scene, the mod look, always have done. That's kind of my reset button. See what I'm saying? Wherever I'll go off on tangents, we always end up back at the mod, classic vibes. So this is obviously Baracuta, was like the original classic Harrington. It's the best fitting Harrington you can get. And they did this leather version again. It's the classic with the edge. And I've worn this on the album cover of the new album, and I just thought, yeah, one of those pieces that it's kind of, you could wear that in the day, you could wear that at night and just still feel cool, sexy and confident, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. I struggle with leather jackets. I've had a few in the past, like, but I can't.
You don't often see you in a leather, actually. No. What about even a classic bomber leather, you know, with no collar, just a little...
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah.
Or the Harrington, I could see you in Harrington.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give it a whirl.
We'll give it a whirl
later on, Yeah, just... you see, I'd probably want to do it up and have it up, because I just would be uncomfortable with it, like being open, I think.
But you could do that up, couldn't you?
I could.
I'm telling you,
I really wanted
Max,
to.
couldn't he? He could, couldn't
What's
he?
that, Max? I can do it, can I?
Yes, you can. Right. So, we'll try it on at the end of this, mate.
I like that, I do like it. I did have a nice CP leather. It was like a chocolate brown, really soft.
Yeah, I could see you in a brown.
And it had the really nice cuffs, and it had a fabric neck, which was like a roll neck. And why have I sold that?
What about even you in sort of an aviator-style brown leather? Could you do that?
With the fur?
The fur on the collar, the pockets there. I could see you in something like that.
Problem I've got is now, because I'm moving on in years a little bit, I'm like, ooh. And then I'm like, no, why shouldn't I wear an aviator? Why shouldn't I wear an aviator?
We're getting him an aviator.
Yeah.
Right, next time we do this...
I want all the leathers. I want them now. We're going to do 11 leathers.
And I want some too.
Right, love it.
So that was number 3.
Okay.
And again...
From leather to denim.
Which is very yours. And this, I thought, is very high up your street as well. This is a vintage Valentino piece.
I had this exact jacket. Again, I'm sitting here going, why have I not got it anymore?
Did you have the exact one? Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, again, it's like it's a take a bit, it's like a denim duffel coat in a way. Whether it should have had a lining in it or something you could take out, I don't know. That wasn't when I found it, but
I'm going to come over to your side and have a little look. Yeah,
there was probably something that, you know, you could put.
I think
you know what I mean? It's probably had like a little sort of vest to go inside.
It's a little. I think it's a little winter liner.
Yeah.
Which you don't really need.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Armani did jeans, winter jeans? So same sort of vibe, denim obviously, denim jeans, but with a wool lining inside.
No, I didn't see them. But they'd be great in this weather, wouldn't they?
I had a pair of those, and they're great for skinny legs because they've got an extra bit of. There was a brand called Le Brev in the 80s, which used to be like, they looked like a chino. They were a chino, but inside they were corduroy.
Wow.
And I was like,
what was that feeling? Did it feel thick?
I never had any. I never had any.
Do you know what? Feel a bit.
They were big in Newcastle.
Right.
Apparently they were big in Newcastle at the time. Le Brev. If anyone from the northeast remembers Le Brev, but I always used to think, why would you not have the cord on the outside? Like, because cord's such a luxurious thing, isn't it?
And have the denim on the inside.
No, they weren't denim. They were like sort of chino on the inside.
That's an interest. I need to have a little look at them.
But that's,
Yeah, and this and just the fit of it, again, slightly oversized, but it just hangs beautifully,
Yeah.
the design and the cut of it. It's, because I love a duffel coat as well, and then to see this is just a bit more wearable all year round, really, mate.
Where did you pick this one up from?
This was from Nordic Poetry as well.
Yeah.
They have some great pieces in there.
Nordic Poetry are doing very well out of this video so far.
I know, hopefully we'll get a discount after this or something.
This segment of the show is sponsored by Nordic Poetry. Right, I'm going back to my side.
All right,
lovely,
mate.
good stuff.
And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5.
Yeah, double denim, mate.
Yeah, we're going as back-to-back denim here.
Now then.
This is a new piece that I got, and I seen them online, and that you could only get them in China. And a friend of mine was going over there, and excuse me, so I asked her to get me one, and she sent in the stores over there. I don't know why we don't do these over here, but I just think it's so beautiful. You know, it's sort of, I've always been into, I designed some stuff for stage as well that had this sort of design, which was based off Bruce Lee, you know what I mean? And like the little Mandarin collar.
Yeah.
And then when I seen Adidas had done a range of it, it was like, you know, joining the dots. And I just think it's such a cool design. And, excuse me?
Max is a big fan.
Max, he's only coming up there. I thought it was such a cool design. And yeah, it takes me to that Bruce Lee zone. It's like martial art with the Adidas. I just thought it's unique, you know what I mean?
I love that. And that's, and you can't get that
get
in the UK,
here,
no.
Unfortunately, no. So whether they will after this, mate, we'll be doing the pop-up.
Oh, for sure, mate.
Isn't
it's
it?
lovely. It's just, I actually saw this. I didn't see that exact one. I saw I think
there was some sort of bomber style ones, but still with these on there. But yeah, it's a great range.
What's it got on the reverse? Anything on the reverse?
Just no classic, just plain.
Yeah, just.
But again, it's a great hang. It's a great fit. I think they really nailed it.
Would you wear that all the way?
I'd go all the way up.
Yeah.
All the way up. Again, it's probably one of them I wouldn't really wear undone. It's kind of looks good up all the time. Do you know what I mean? Little
Massive
vest
winner.
on.
Massive winner, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
Bellissimo. Wow.
Bellissimo.
Yeah.
As you know, I love anything Italian.
Where's that come from?
There's two things it stemmed from. Growing up
in Italy.
Yeah. Obviously with Nonna and the family in Roma and stuff like that. Growing up, my mum would have a picture of Al Pacino on the fridge. And you know, we'd be watching those films when I was super young or whatever. She was besotted by him. And then as a kid, I remember watching Galazio on a Sunday. You know, we didn't have Sky, so I was watching the Italian footy on the Sunday, the little fella of the espresso.
Yeah.
1994, I was born 86. So when I was 8, I would have been, when the World Cup 94 was on.
1990?
No, 94 was USA.
Oh, right, okay,
and
right.
That was the first time I'd see the Italian players, and I loved the kit.
Yeah.
I liked, you know, Maldini, the Baggios, which is a story about Baggio that I was transfixed with his vibe, learning about him later, I got in life, about his sort of journey he went on, that he had an injury that was put him out, and then he got into Buddhism, did a mantra, got himself back, had this amazing career, an amazing player. And I wrote a song about that on the previous album called Baggio, and which transcended into me meeting him, and I went to his house for lunch, and so I've got this weird...
Hang on. You can't just like skirt over that, like, you know, it's like an everyday occurrence. Got my ponytail just popped round, you know, for a cheese sandwich.
No, it was incredible. So he heard the tune, and like, we were joking about, imagine if he heard this when we were making it. I was making it with our James in Liverpool, because that was another thing. James, like, this tune is so you, because he obviously he's known me all my life, and he'd be like, yeah, you'd always be in the park, everyone will have the Liverpool kit on, you turn up in the Italian kit, you're the only kid. You know, they were kind of hard to get then or something. I always don't know what it is about something that's always drew me in there, where it stems from the Al Pacino on the fridge and my mum's, whatever it is. Anyway, I wrote this song about childhood, growing up, and these memories, and it was called Baggio. And anyway, he heard the song and reached out and invited us to his house for lunch one day in Vicenza, which is a couple of hours from Milan. And it was just one of those beautiful experiences of, you know, when you're talking, you talk about life, you talk about your career, and all these little things you would have thought of watching that as a kid. You know, 20 years later, you're writing a tune about it, and then the person you're writing it about feels a connection from it too. It's so, to me, it doesn't really get much more real than that, and that's probably one of those moments that, as time goes on, I feel like, wow, what a fucking, you know, that just doesn't really happen, or probably won't happen again in my life, you know what I mean? In terms of a connection of life and bringing it into work and emotions, and it's quite a lot, really. Yeah,
so it's like a film, that, though, isn't it? Yeah. If someone wrote a script for that, you'd be like, it's not really believable, that, you know, because it's like you write the song and the song.
And even the song, I think, until we did it, you know, say, apart from James and Alfred making it with the family, even people around me like, why are you writing a tune about Baggio for? I was trying to explain it until you did it, and then it came into fruition, and it joined all the dots, and it was like, again, it's one of those things, it's like real shines through, doesn't it? Emotions shine through in whatever it is, and it may not happen all the time, but when it does, it's powerful, mate.
When you were sitting there across the dinner table, that lunch table from, you know, were you sort of kind of going...
Well, it was kind of like, I remember we pulled up to the gates, big house, and he had a big long drive, you know, and he's waiting at the doorway in his flip-flops and his shorts, and he was just like that, and, you know, you're so nervous, excited, I'm going red, I don't know, to run, to walk, I'm going, you know, you're skipping over there, and he was just gave us a big hug, and he's like, you know, do you want a coffee or a rosé? And I said, let's have the rosé. And he had, you know, the mortadella ham on the table, the cheese, the crisps in the bowl. And again, it's like that, weirdly talking about the album going to Nashville. You know, you meet people that you're fans of or idolise. And there's an instant thing of, again, the crisps in the bowl made me think of my mum's. You know, someone's coming round, we'll put the little spread on. So it was just, beautiful, mate. And so we had to pick something Italian. Again, this is a vintage piece that I found probably about a couple of years ago now. I think I'm not sure what year it is. It's probably, don't know if it's 80s or 1990 or something, but it's, I just thought it was a cool little pice to bring. There was a few Italian ones we could have done, but I thought, I'll bring this one. You know, and I like the fit of it. It's slightly cropped, which is what I like.
So I reckon you're wearing that undone, and you've got a little bit of vest action. You've gone Pacino, aren't you? You're going, hey.
I am that. Probably some flares, loafers on, vest on. You know it, don't you?
And a big machine gun. Yeah. Nice. Oh, now then.
So now we're getting kinky.
Hey, well, it's YouTube, isn't it, mate? You know.
So this is a stage piece. I'm a massive fan of boxing, and I love the entrances as well, and the robes that they'll wear. And this was based on like Prince Nazim Hamid when he come out, because I'm a massive leopard print fan. anyway. And I wanted something like that. The poncho, again, I'm thinking as well, Clint Eastwood, I'm thinking of a Western film mixed with the boxing and the rock and roll. So I reached out to Susie Wong, who makes the boxers' clothes.
Yeah.
So she made me this. And she's made me a couple of other bits, and I'm getting some more done for the tour next year. So basically, it's just me living my fantasy, pretending to be hard as I'm walking on stage. And yeah, it's just an inspiration that I bring into my world, really, mate.
Love that.
And
so have you won that a few times when you go on, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. It's just that I think I'm so. I love an entrance or a start to a gig or anything, really. I think there's something about that, how you deliver it, the intro song, the lights out, that 2 minutes prior to going on, setting, it's theatrical, really. And I don't know, I think I really enjoy that side of things, and seeing how far can you push it. Sometimes it doesn't work, but when you get it right, I think it's beautiful, and it's sort of that, it's almost like less is more. If you stand there, the lights are on, you've got that on. Don't know, I just think it creates a cool energy, mate.
His entrances were remarkable. Not only is like going through the ropes and he came down on a magic carpet. He came down on a magic carpet.
Yeah. Well, it's showman, it's entertainment, isn't it?
But he won that fight. He won that fight when he came down the magic carpet. But he was disqualified because he failed a rug test. Hey!
On the minute.
Thank you.
Look at that, on the minute.
There we go.
So that's, this is a strong piece, and yeah.
Naz, apart from, like, was Naz obviously a massive entertainer, incredible talent, boxer? Who else are you into boxing?
Well, it was probably started with, as well, when Tony Bellew was coming through and all that, do you know what I mean? And
do you know Tony? Yeah.
We have not met. We've got some mutual friends, but I've never met Tony. But I'd love to meet Tony, to be honest, mate. Yeah. We follow each other and all that, and have been tempted to DM, but I haven't. But I think one day our paths will cross.
Because you train, don't you? And I've seen you.
Well, and it's just for fitness. I'm too vain to take it. It's just for my mind, really. I have so much respect for it, really. You know.
But you're doing it properly, aren't you? You know, I'm watching you, and I don't know a lot about fighting, but you can see the way you're moving and the way. There's a little bit of snap in that jab, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, I just think, it's like that. Anything, I like learning things. I'm just sort of into that sort of, don't know, whatever I do, if I enjoy it, I do want to learn it. You don't have to go and have a fight, but for me, I just think that's a great exercise, and it just sort of realigns the chakras.
Yeah. I might struggle to pull that one off, but I suppose maybe that one maybe inspired this one, am I right?
Totally, mate. And so... I did a few collections with Fred Perry a few years ago. You can see the dots are getting joined, and I wanted to do something that was more, even though it's still sort of, maybe people think that is loud, to me it's not, because we're doing the black on black leopard print. I thought it was more wearable for, say, every day, for say a guy that wouldn't wear leopard print. Maybe that'd be too much. And I just thought there was a sort of chicness and a classiness of doing the black on black, and then you add in the gold zip and the gold old school reef, which I think is a bit chicer as well, the old school badge. What
a buzz for you that must be, to get asked by Fred Perry to
I loved it,
do a collaboration.
Bro.
It's like...
I loved it, mate. And probably everything we've talked about there, I'd be taking pictures, I'd be taking jackets, being like the collar off that, Sopranos pictures, can we have those buttons like that, on this? And, it's... I absolutely loved it. I was going in the office with the team there, big bag of clothes with all these things of being what was inspiring and stuff. So, it was a beautiful thing. And I think that piece... I don't know, even that was a few years ago now. I think even today, it's sort of, I still think, God, it's classy as fuck.
It's really is beautiful. Like, that's timeless as well.
Also, I did the pants to match as well. So you can get the full shebang.
Full
if you're feeling super naughty,
No, I love that, mate. Yeah. That's quality. I love that.
Thank you, brother.
Okay.
And then, this is a new brand, that's my mate's brand in Manchester called Acre.
What's up?
Who said what over there, lad? Again, it's sort of a take on a classic parka, but I think I like the material of it. It's like got that, it's like a high-end spray-away bag house material, Gore-Tex sort of ish, but it's almost like got a Prada feel or something to it. But the fit of it again and the cut, it's a sort of chicer Stone Islandy zone in sort of design, shall we say. Again, I like the minimal stuff with like no badge on it or anything. I'm a big fan of that, really, mate. And I thought you would like that.
I love that.
Yeah, you'd look good on it, and it comes with a cool hood that I think you'd like as well. But I like it without. And again, the roll neck under that would work.
Yeah. Is that got like a reflective tape inside as well? Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah, I mean, all day long.
That's very you.
Anything like that.
Yeah, so you in it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I thought that's
a beauty. What's the brand called?
Covert.
Yeah. And that's your pal, is it?
Yeah, me mate.
Go on, what's his name?
Brownie.
Brownie?
Yeah.
Oh, the brown dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Brownie, yeah. How is he? Is he all right, yeah?
He's really well,
good.
mate. Yeah, he said he was asking
best.
after you know what I mean? So
no, that's good. Well, get on. And
I think it's a cool brand and you really like it.
Is there a store or just is it
it's
online?
It's just online at the minute.
Right.
So they're just they're getting there, starting up. It's all online at the minute. And they do custom stuff as well, which I think I'm going to get some bits done by as well.
All right, brilliant, mate. Love that.
And then I guess can you pronounce this brand for me?
Junya Watanabe.
I didn't realise it was a collaboration with Jamiroquai, but again, it's the take on the parka, but you've got this sort of outlandish, loud thing that I always just get really drawn into, of like, you're taking that classic parka, but you're making it a bit mad, shall we say? But
Aztec, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, that's me magical dream coat or whatever, isn't it? Yeah.
And does that get a lot of wear? Do you get a lot of
That's
wear?
kind of like, I've worn that summer fezzies and stuff like that. Not so much out and about locally at the minute on that one, but that's one that I have to feel.
Yeah.
You know, like as in, that's an easier wear as an everydayer. Sometimes it depends on my mood where I'm at.
That's
when I bring
festival,
this out.
maybe. If you,
it's
like
a fezzy in it. It's
that's like...
Yeah, I'd do that again, open, the vest on, just that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but it's a cool piece that I thought the design is unusual.
I'm interested in the connection between Jamiroquai and the Aztec pattern there. Maybe we can do a bit of research into that.
I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know if he just had like a scarf on, so it was like that
right.
for something, or it was a bit poncho-y, and I think they combined it with the parka. So
because he used to wear a hat.
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
I can't.
I'm sure he had that. There's a picture of just with that design on, so maybe that's where they got the inspiration.
We'll do a bit of research, but it's
a good piece.
And the back as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I just think it's just cool, isn't it?
It's very Miles Kane. I've got to say that. I've got to say it's very Miles Kane.
Great.
So you've worn this to come out on stage here. How much time do you spend thinking about your outfits that you're going to wear on stage?
Every day,
yeah.
To be honest. And it's like even now I'm thinking I was going to get Susie to make us something for the tour next year, and I've had a couple of shirts made as well that are sort of in the realm of that sort of Bruce Lee style that, you know, like, but you could make that in like silky material, so it'd be a bit flowy on stage, you know.
Yeah.
And it's every day, mate. To be honest, you know, to a point, like, but it's constantly. It's just I love that, and I like having things that no one else has got, or tweaking something that whether you're getting it altered or shortened or something, just to sort of. I like it being a one-off, if that makes sense.
So will you do that with stuff? You'll get stuff, get tailored.
Everything,
and,
the pants, the tops, even like that leather I had took up just an inch.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sort of, I know exactly what I want that look to be, and I always do that with certain jeans, tops, all the time, mate, yeah.
So do you differentiate between like day wear and stage wear, or is there like a...
No, well...
kind of two worlds collide.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
collide,
Like say if like I could wear. I've definitely wore stage wearing. Maybe not the jumpsuit era because that was pretty wild era. Not quite gone to Tesco's in the jumpsuit and the eyeliner, but probably not far off during that period. But whatever I'm wearing in the day of the gig, I will not wear it for the gig.
Right.
Because
Okay.
I feel it, and I like to put, whether it's like going back to the get me kit on, even though sometimes I'll be like, I love this outfit, yeah, I'm going to stick this on, I'll leave it on for tonight. As soon as 6 o'clock comes, I'm like, no, I need to get changed, and again, I'm getting a boost off the new outfit.
It's a mindset,
it's a mind thing.
Yeah.
But I think there is something about putting that on the couple of hours before. Again, it's me kit. It's like I'm ready now to go out there, you know, to perform or whatever. And maybe it is psychological, but I've always done that, and I think that's just part of it now, you know.
But also from a technical point of view, you know, you're playing guitar as well, so it's got to be. You want things that free you up as well, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think just that bit more elegant for the gig, sort of, it works. It just feels right.
Just add an extra 10%. It's just that.
Exactly.
Innit?
I'll take the 1% these days, mate.
Yeah.
Anything, so sure. Just there's definitely something in that for sure.
Growing up, and even now, do you have, I won't say style icons, because you know you've got your own look and feel, and it's like, when I said that, I meant that. I was like, who would wear that jacket? That's Miles Kane's wearing that jacket. You know, it's like, and that's a compliment. Hopefully, do you take it as a compliment?
Yeah, totally.
But are there people that you look around at, and when you're growing up, but also now that you go, I love the way in which they put an outfit together. I love in the way in which they pull it off, like they're not trying too hard, you know, but it just seems to work.
Yeah, I just think I can see through anyone, just anyone that's like, even if it's not quite. I wouldn't necessarily wear it. You do know people that I'd say that they believe in it and they feel it, and it's like that's where they are at that moment in time. Yeah. And you can see them changing and stuff, but whatever era it goes, and even if it doesn't like your taste, I sort of so fully respect it, you know what I mean? And people, I don't know, have got good style. Well, obviously, someone like Weller is a big inspiration to me. We were talking about Jason Williamson from Sleaford Mods. I love his style. Maybe that's not, I'm a bit more maybe on a sharper look than his, but I love the way he looks in that stuff. I don't think I could pull it off, but I think it's so him and it's so his aesthetic that I believe it, and I love it, and I think he's a great guy. So yeah, people like that, I could get inspiration off or whatever, or get a buzz off them, being buzzed up with the new jacket. Yeah. You know what I mean? Probably like we do, you know, you could be chatting and you could be like, get on this collar. Yeah. Where some people are like, what are you on about? And you know, you'll be like, no, look at the way this just goes just below the...
And hoods, a hood can make or break.
You know what I mean?
If the hood's got a bit of structure, it might have a bit of wiring or something.
Yeah, and it's a bit, maybe I like a bit of a big hood, you know, like it's not like short. Yeah, you know, anyone that's like got that passion I'll relate to.
You know what Jason loves, and we had a shared love for it, is a cinch waist. Like anything where you can bring it in there.
I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm here for it, mate.
All right, 10 down.
We've done
1 to go.
So we've got the last one.
Yeah, and you have saved the belter till the last, haven't you?
Okay, yeah, I think so.
It would appear so, anyway.
Again, so this is me old classic. That was an aggressive throw. I was expecting a little mate. It's like American football vibe. Custom made with when Hedy Slimane was at Saint Laurent.
Just pick that up.
I know,
That's yours. I think that's yours.
No, I did my first fashion shoot with him when I was about 19, 20. I'd never done anything like that, fashion world. We got there. And then anyway, we became friends or whatever. And he made me a few pieces, and this was one that they did a jacket very similar that had silver zips and it had buckles there. Biker jacket would have. Yeah. And again, I just had an idea that I kind of wanted the sort of, they wear gold, it's just worn down, to sort of change the zips so it more match me jewellery. This is what happened, and to remove the belt buckles so it was more mod vibes than biker, shall we say. And I guess that's what inspired the sort of zips on this, you know. I like that goes with the jewellery. So this has been one of them that's been worn to death, you know, gigs, videos, shoots, and I just thought I wanted to bring, again, that's one of those it's a very classic piece, but that's like your reset button. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to go round the house and you're like, oh, you know what? That just looks cool. You know?
I'm going to revise my opinion on leather jackets for me.
Right.
Like that, I would, on an evening out.
Yeah, this is what.
That, like,
do you see what I mean?
Yeah, that would
you know,
excite
like,
me.
and I think doing the zips in that colour gives it that sort of like evening vibe, maybe a bit like high-endy, and not having the belt buckles on it, I think makes it chicer, a bit more classy, a bit more elegant, shall we say? So. Yeah, I thought that's a lovely piece.
And would you go for, with that, would you go for like a high-waisted trouser, like a big...
I'd go a bit Northern Soul, I'd do me take on Northern Soul, exactly, I'd be doing that, you know what I mean? We do the can-can, we do the conga, we do the Northern Soul. Yeah, exactly that, little black vest, chains out, or a shirt, little neck scarf, the high-waisted pants, the loafers, that's exactly what would happen there, mate,
Brilliant.
When we do this again, we're getting him in a leather.
I'm going to be in a leather jumpsuit and all that.
You'll have leather kecks
Olivia
on.
Newton-John. Tell me about it, stud.
It does go there. Once you start, mate, you'll end up there. I'll be like Catwoman by then, mate, anyway, so.
Have you enjoyed it?
You know what, mate? I really have enjoyed this so much. I knew I would anyway, but to make it into reality and talking about it, it's beautiful, mate.
No, I've been going on about it long enough.
Yeah, we have, but no, it's just, it's us, isn't it? And it's natural, and there's a story behind it, and it's real, so I'm fully here for it, mate.
Come on, mate.
Yeah, lots of love.
What's up, man?
Cheers, my mate. Thank you.
Big up the pink...
the pink boys.
The pink sweaters. Come on, Max.
Come on, mate.
Come on.
Let's go, Max. Come on, mate.